Whew. All right. Time to get started. Let's get it started. I said it's your boy Jay Beezy, and I'm back in the biz. You already know what it is. It's your boy JB. We act in the show, and you know what it be. I'm finna talk that realness you gon' see. So best believe you gonna listen to me. Jay Beezy in the biz. You already know what it is. You just don't know what I got. I got something in my mind, and it. Let me chill out. Everybody, welcome back to your favorite podcast with your favorite light skin in the world. It is Let's Chat About It with your favorite light skin. Your boy CVZ, aka Chaviz, aka King Book, aka whatever you want to call me. I'ma do it. I'm gonna be that guy for you. Best believe I'm that guy for you. But yes, this is your favorite podcast with your favorite light skin, the realest, smoothest light skin, smoothest, realest talking light skin. What is good, everybody? Welcome back. No, I'm just playing. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It is your favorite light skin on the planet. It's the smoothest, realest talking light skin on the planet. Your favorite one, JVZ, aka CVZ, aka King Book, aka whatever you want to call me. I'm gonna do that for you, girl. Cause girl, you just don't really know how I get on the flow for you. Not just playing. But anyways, the coolest, realest light skin on the planet. So today, guys, I know it's been a while, and I've actually had a lot to talk about lately. Cause life for me, I got some stories for y'all, but I just don't know if I want to tell y'all. So y'all should let me know if I should tell you. But this is your favorite podcast. Let's chat about it with your favorite light skin. So today I got some really good topics. So we're gonna talk about who you are really. You know, we'll get in more in depth on that, but we're gonna talk more about who you are really. Sacrifices, because that's been a big thing lately. There's a whole lot of sacrifice. By the way, y'all, y'all see, I'm going back with putting my earrings back in. I'm going full light skin again since everybody wants to make fun of light skins. I might as well go ahead and own up to it, and go ahead and be me, you know, and be me. You feel me? So I might as well go ahead and get back on my tip, back on my light skin tip. But we're gonna talk about who you are really, sacrifices, and POI. For any of y'all that don't know what POI is person of interest. Okay, so that's a bit of a deep topic for me. Even though I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about it because I'm still kind of we'll get there. We'll get there. But who you are really. So who are you really? I know my name says I'm Che, but who am I? And I know I go by, CBZ, Che BZ, Che Butler, Che Keith, whatever you want to call me. I know I go by that, but who is that person? Really, who is that person? And more importantly, who is that person online? Are you the same person that you are online? Because I know a lot of y'all are not the same person. And I don't mean catfishing or nothing. I don't mean catfish. I mean personally, your attitude and everything. A lot of y'all do not perceive yourself the same way as y'all do online. And it's really shocking, honestly. I mean, I didn't expect any better, but I mean, who are y'all really online? I'm starting to realize that I have my moments online, I have my moments where I'm out of character, but for the most part, I stay within the same ballpark of who I am. Cause why would I post something that's not me? And then get in person and people be like, oh, that person's fake. They be faking it for the likes and the views and and all that. And why would I want to do that? Why? That's terrible to live, ain't it? To me that just feels just be you. Be you. Be comfortable with who you are and be comfortable with who you are in your own skin, because that is the only way that you're going to live life happy. Really. That's the only way you're going to live life happy, is if that you're comfortable in your own skin. and you're comfortable with being who you are instead of trying to be somebody else or make other people think that you're somebody else. That is the only way. And do you use it? Do you use your online persona to fit in? Is that what you're doing with it? Because if that's what you're doing, let me know so I can unfollow. Because I want to know who you are. I don't want to know what you want to be like. I want to know who you are. Like, it's okay to mimic, high end people that you value and everything, but there's levels to doing it. You can't just straight try to be that person and perceive that you're that person online, but in person you're completely different and you have no attachment to those people whatsoever. Like, that's not how it works. You can't do that. Don't do it to fit in. Do it to be you and show people who you are. Can you say that you're your own person? Can you say that you're doing it to be who you are and to be your own person? Or are you just doing it because it looks cool? Or I'm doing it because that person's successful, so if I mimic what they do and be like them, then I'm going to be successful too. That's not always completely true. You always got to be comfortable with who you are and what you're doing to be able to be successful. Those are the successful ones. The ones that are comfortable with what they were doing, put the hard work in, the hardship and everything to go do that and be them. That's why they are successful. They're not successful just by copying somebody else or copying what's cool. Be who you are. Like I remember back in the day, I rock N1. Look, heck, I'm rocking N1 right now. A lot of people probably won't do that. I still rock N1 to this day because that's who I am. That's how I grew up, Never was the superficial person. Never was the person that wanted all the nice things, I'm a simple guy. Like, I don't need all of that. You make the material doesn't make you. Y'all heard that before. Y'all heard the man makes the clothes don't make the man, And that's how it is. And I solely believe that because that's completely how it is. You make whatever you're rocking cool. Agree? And, and that kind of ties into, do you love who you are? And, like, I can tell, for a while, I didn't love who I was. I really didn't. I definitely did not love who I was for the longest. Like, for the longest, I couldn't stand who I was. To where the point where I was wanting to change, and I was understanding that that's not the smart thing to do. Don't want to change yourself. Be who you are and be happy that you are who you are. And let those who enjoy who you are flock to you instead of going out and trying to be a part of some group that you're not. That's you're just gonna live a life of misery and you're just gonna pretty much be a dog chasing their tail around and around because the trend's always gonna change. So figure out who you are and who you want to be. Sacrificing. So now that puts you in sacrifice mode. Because you're going to have to give up some stuff to be who you are and to be successful and to do what you want to do, right? So you're going to have to sacrifice. That's already a given. Like, we already know that we have to make sacrifices in life. So what are you willing to give up to succeed? It was just like a video that I know a lot of y'all listened to when we were like in high school. It was that, do you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe? That guy, I forgot his name, and I wish I remembered. But, like, I remember listening to that a lot. And I remember, as an athlete, like, you listen to it a lot. Because that was something that, like, really hit. Like, if I want to, like, just think about, you have to breathe to live. So if you want to be successful as much as you want to live, that's when you're going to be successful. But if you only kind of want to be successful and then like you're okay with many successes, then you're pretty much defeated at that point. So you got to be willing to sacrifice something to be successful. And like this is a big thing. Like, can you sacrifice your social life to be successful? Are you willing to give up your social life for success? of your own future? And that's a hard question for a lot of people. A lot of people cannot give up that social life. Like they feel like that keeps them, I don't know, sane, or it makes them, in a way. But like you got to understand, love yourself, love who you are. And I'm not saying you don't love yourself if you're not willing to give up your social life, but I'm just saying when you go into that mode of sacrificing and wanting to do something, that's pretty much going to put you out there, and you're going to have to give up time with friends and everything. Your true friends will understand, okay, they're in their bag mode, so let them do them and not bug them and worry and this, that, and the third. Let me not press them. Let me let them be successful and sacrifice this time right now to be successful. Motivate people, motivate each other. Have a friend that's willing to do that with you. There's a whole lot that goes into it, and it makes it hard, but you got to be willing to sacrifice some of your social life to be successful. Trust me, because I still to this day take myself out on dates. Like I will go to the park, set up my own little picnic for myself, and I would just sit there, and I'm not going to talk to myself, but like, I jot things down in my mind. Like I write down things, like I told you, I've been writing poems, which pretty soon I'm going to drop some poems because, they're just in the works right now. But I'm definitely going to drop some poems for you because I feel like I got a lot of deep thoughts in my head. And, and writing the poems kind of helped me get it out on paper. So manifest it, sacrifice, be willing to sacrifice, because that is the only way you're going to be successful, is if you're willing to sacrifice. And will you sacrifice for somebody else's well-being? Are you the type of person that can do that? If you're not, don't proceed yourself as that way, that you're willing to sacrifice for somebody else's well-being. Like, are you willing to help somebody else, give up time in your day to help somebody else become more successful? And I believe in karma. There's good karma and there's bad karma. And trust me, it's going to pay back in full. It always does, and it always will. It's always going to pay you back. And don't just be going out to do it just to be like, okay, well, I'm going to do it because it's going to give me good karma later. No, because that's not how it works. It has to come deep down. It has to be something that you are really willing to do for somebody to help them. It can't just be sporadically like, I need to do this because I need to balance out my good nature or whatever. No, it has to come from the heart. Honestly, you truly have to believe it. You have to believe it, and then it will pay you back. Not just straight up, I'm going to do it just because, I need some of that goodness for me. No, it's not going to work. But into the POI. Now, this is a touchy topic for me, believe it or not. POI, for those that don't know what POI is or remember what I said earlier in the video, POI is person of interest. So, you already know. Basically, y'all gonna be like, well, Che, that's basically a crush. No, crushes are for people in middle school, okay? Me, I'm a grown man now. Interest, that sounds a whole lot better than that's my crush. I got a crush on that person. Like, crushes come and go, but interest can come and go too. So, I don't know what I'm talking about, but still, like, crushes come and go, but interest usually it sticks more, because then if they piqued your interest, that means they did something you like. And if they did something you like, you want to find out what other things they can do that you like, and how much more of the other things they can do that you like. That's going to keep you to continue to like them. Crushes, that can fade with looks, if you're that shallow. But not to call anybody out, but crushes can fade with looks, personality, really, too. Mainly those two things. Like, the person can look real good one day, and you be like, ooh, like, look at them. Like, okay, I'm kind of crushing. And then the next day, they could be the complete same person, but look completely different. You could be like, nah, I'm off that. I'm off that. I'm off that. Nah. Interest is more so deeply in what they do. That's how I view it, at least. That's how I view it, at least. Something in what they do. But with a POI, when is the right time? And y'all can help me with this because I'm still learning. I'm still young. I haven't been in that many relationships, so like I'm still learning. I'm still learning on the approach too. So like it's crazy. I'm still learning. But like, when is the right time to let them know that, hey, you are really a person of my interest? Or honestly, me, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you. I feel like in the way that I act, and everybody knows how I am, or you should know how I am, because I'm pretty much, no magic tricks here, nothing up my sleeve. But you should know how I am, and that I am somebody that is going to be straightforward. Well, not necessarily straightforward. I'm very direct and indirect at the same time. Like I'm a mixture of direct and indirect, because I'm going to show you those little signs that like you're piquing my interest and you got my attention and you got my time. But I want you to be able to know that, or to at least be respectful enough to let me know, like, okay, I see what you're putting out, but I'm not feeling the same way. And in a way, I want you to be able to put that out in the same type of energy that I'm putting out. But if you make it uncertain to the fact you're just ignoring or something, then that's going to make me think something completely different. So when is the right time to let somebody know? I don't think there's ever really a right time to let somebody know, because things can change so quickly. So I don't never think that there's a right time to let somebody know. And is it bad to have more than one person that you're interested in? I don't think so. I don't think that's a bad thing. There's such a bad thing. Only thing that would make it bad is if you're interested in the person and they're interested in you back, and y'all both know that you guys are interested in each other, but then you have your eyes set on somebody else also. Now that's unfair and that's not right. You shouldn't do that to somebody, because you wouldn't want that to happen to you. Because then now you're dividing your time between those two, and then they'll be dividing their time between those two, and then you already know how that's going to make you feel. That's going to make you feel like, okay, this person really don't like me then, because there's somebody else that they're giving their time to. So, keep that in mind. Be willing to just have one person of interest. If it gets to the point where y'all both know that you two are interested, that's a big point. And I kind of already touched on this, but like the difference between person of interest and a crush. Crush to me is more physical. It's all things physical. To oppose a person of interest is all physical and mental, or not even mental, or exterior. Like personality wise, I'm drawn to personality. This is tip top information that I'm giving y'all. So ladies, because I'm single and ready to mingle, if you've been listening to my Snapchat, write this down, because this is what I look for. So if any of y'all ever ask me the question, what is it that you look for in a girl first? This is my checklist. I'm never gonna steer clear from this checklist. One, I'm looking at your smile, because one, I love to smile a lot. If y'all notice, like I like to smile, and I love to make other people smile and laugh. So at the same time, I'm checking your smile and your humor, I guess you can say, because I'm always cracking jokes and being goofy and silly to get you to smile and be more comfortable with talking with me, almost breaking the ice a little bit. Second thing I look at, I look at mannerisms and personality a little bit, because that all kind of ties together. So I'm looking at your smile, your personality, and I'm looking at your eyes too, because like I like looking at people's eyes, because I always like be able to look at somebody's eyes and just like see the world really. Like it's a different feel. It's a different feel. But we'll get into that another day. But your smile, your personality, and then last is looks. Really, like looks is at the bottom for me. It's at the bottom because those are going to change over time, regardless. You're not going to look the same way you look now, and then 10 years from now, you're not going to look the same. You can look even upgraded, or some people stay stagnant. There's some people that stay stagnant and probably have a little dip and then stay stagnant. But like, or not dip, but up. I went up. But I'm never really judgmental about the body because I don't want it to be physical. I want it to be mental, because if you can keep me locked here, oh, you're always going to keep me locked here. That's just, that's just who I am. Like, if you can keep me locked in up here to where I'm focusing on you, trying to figure out everything, then you're always going to have all of me. Like, you're going to have all of me after that. As long as you keep me locked up here, you're always going to have all of me. So my advice to everybody, because this is getting a pretty long video. I was only hoping to be on here about 15 minutes, but I guess I missed y'all. But my advice is love who you are, okay? Love who you are. Please don't try to just fit in and be like everybody else, and don't be different than who you are online. Like, don't be one of those keyboard warriors. Don't do that, because people don't like because I don't like those type of people. Like, don't be a keyboard warrior. Do not be a keyboard warrior. Those are the worst. Be who you are. Don't just try to fit in, and love who you are. And also be willing to sacrifice for your own well-being if you know it's going to help your well-being. Always be willing to sacrifice, and be willing to sacrifice for others that you really care about and that you want to succeed. Because I guarantee you some of them would do the same thing for you. And if they won't, then hey, it doesn't matter. You're not doing it for the recognition or anything. You're doing it because you want to, and that you want to be able to help another person other than yourself. And then if you have somebody of interest, don't call them a crush, because I'm going to clown you. Now I'm just playing. You can call them a crush, but don't call them a crush, in my opinion. Just say you're interested in them, because then that lets them know that you're looking more up here than you are out here. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been your boy CBZ, and I'll see y'all next time I see y'all. Peace. Did he leave? Is he gone? He's gone? Okay. Only got a little bit of time to do this. All right, hold on. So, he's not going to ask because he's such a nice guy, but I'm going to ask for him. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, and comment down below of what you thought, or what you want to hear him talk about, or what you want his opinions on. And make sure that you share this with your friends, because we need more people to join the royal court, because we're all kings and queens out here, and he's not going to ask you guys, so I'm going to do it for him. So like, comment, subscribe. Oh, he's coming back. All right, see you guys. Bye.